Everybody, what's up? What's up? Let's give everyone time to join. It is here. Season 2 is here. Season 2 is here. So let's go ahead and give people time to join. Obviously, many of you will be watching this one later because you're sleeping. I totally understand. But for those of you that are here, we got Season 2. We'll go through that. The new challenges you see there. You see we get all of this for being Premier League team. We skipped all those levels of promotion. What's up, Valley? We skipped all these levels of promotion, so they give us all these packs for being a Premier Division team. So that's pretty cool. That looks pretty significant. This is what we got. I got the top badge in Season 1. And then more skins in 150 million for being Premier Division. Zeus' statistics for the past season soared to greater heights. So that's where we ended up. The only sad thing about this is that, no problem, Valley, my pleasure. The only problem with this is that I didn't play for so long, and then I did those experimental runs where I literally gave away wins. I mean, full center back teams, players in all different positions, team full of strikers, everything. And the fact that I still finished in the top 1,000, it just speaks for the lack of numbers in the game, if you get what I'm saying. So that's that. Okay, so that's what this looks like now. Oh, the division rewards are much better. They added these super packs instead of just a ton of basic packs. But here's the new playoff screen, okay? We have all these skin packs to open, but let's take a look once we get going. We will take a look at Team Pass. Let's see if we can do something fun here. This is new. So we have co-op mode coming in. So first, co-op teammate. Let's do a goal of 20. And then Super Chats enter you for a chance to be my co-op teammate. So as you're watching, as you're coming in, I'll let more and more people know. But that's how we're going to do it. So Super Chats give you the chance to be my first co-op teammate. Simple as that. We'll start a goal of 20 minutes. I'll put it 30 minutes. There you go. So co-op mode is coming soon. And this is your chance to potentially be my teammate. It's basically like a game. Super Chats enter you a chance to win. The more you do, the more likely you are. You have 5, the other person has 4. You have 1, the other person has 0. Simple as that. My first co-op teammate, that's how I'm going to pick it. I'm not going to do some crap where I go, me and another content creator are going to be teammates. Nah, give me a break. You guys suck anyway. Me and whoever is chosen for my first teammate. And I'll switch it around too. But you never know. Me and somebody else might end up whooping ass. So let's take a look first at the customization and see if this is worth buying. I'll let you know if I would buy it or not. Same old thing. You have the Adidas. We're out of the Cristiano Ronaldo phase of the Team Pass. You have the 2 different versions, Elite Pass, Deluxe Pass. So far, past 2 seasons, I bought the Deluxe Pass. Now, let's take a look. You got this new stadium, Adidas Hypercharged Arena. I don't know if it's going to be as cool. Part of Adidas Team 2 Season Pass. I don't know if it's going to be as cool as that Leprechaun Stadium. It's pretty ridiculous. The customization is insane. Gotcha, Valley. I gotcha. I'm going to start doing cool opportunities and stuff like that for different people. It's definitely members first, though, I will say that. Because I have the OG team members that will get the first chance. And then we go from there. But I will be starting tournaments. That will be coming more on that. The timing just has to be right. I'm not trying to rush anything. It's still a growing channel. I'm still trying to make sure that everything's set. How are you, Ringtone? Good to see you. Good to see you. Alright, so you see here, that is a cool ball. The classic Tango ball in unique colors. I mean, that is awesome. That is literally a ball you cannot get anywhere else. The iconic Tango ball in this. That's cool. Their customization stuff is cool. Yeah, with F50 boots, engineered for part of Adidas Team Pass 2. Now, you guys tell me, do they have this colorway in real life? Or is this just in one-of-a-kind neon gold kit? I think these are both one-of-a-kind for UFL. That is cool. This stuff, not so much, especially people who have the green skins. It's going to be hard for a lot of these skins to matter because the green skins are so good, right? But this customization they do with Adidas is huge. The customization they did with Ronaldo is huge. Look at this. I mean, that's so cool. Adidas Predator goals. Unique Predator colorway. You gotta love it. Oh, page 4. Look at this. So here's my problem. I already have Denzel Dumfries, best right back in the game. But if you don't, I'll tell you, I've had Fofana before. I have his green skin. I have Gravenberch. I would probably go, for me personally, I'm going Gravenberch. I don't know who you guys are going. 100% agree, Valley. 100% agree. So, you see page 4, you get a player this time. So that's pretty cool. Only one footballer from this page. Ooh, Cabarsi could be a good choice. You see player info. Ooh, this Cabarsi could be, what skills does he have? Air King. This could be a good choice for a substitute. Obviously, green skin wise, though, I'm going Gravenberch. I already have Dumfries, or it'd be Dumfries. We'll take a look at his upgrade soon. Look at this. These kits are awesome. So far, the Season 1 badge is that Predator eating the Predator cleat monster shoe thing is so sick. It's iconic, dude. UFL did a great job with that kind of stuff. This kind of stuff, you know what I mean? I'm not, it's not my cup of tea. So we have more new stuff from Adidas. Then page 7, another player choice. Let's see who we get. Now look how cool this is. So they changed it, guys. Look it. Get to unlock. So you have instead of, okay, so previous page, you have to buy all of it, and then you can open this page, right? Or in the early pages, you could buy all but one, and you could open the next page. Now, they actually have a star amount. Now, I don't know how that changes, if it makes it harder or easier. You guys tell me. Because I used to just look at, okay, I got to buy all of it. And it would either be have to buy every single one, or I'd get down to where I'd have one left and the next page would open. And then if I get down to where I had one left and I didn't want it and the next page opened, I'd go buy everything there. If I wanted everything on the previous page, then I'd go back and purchase that thing. But I don't know if it's just the same and it just reads differently instead of showing you just the percentage, like 98% until you can open it. 52%, and then you keep going up as you do these things. So now it looks like there's just a star amount. All right, so now let's look at page 7, players. Okay, so pretty good rating. I have Mendy with the green skin. Martinelli, McAllister might be a good one. I think I have him with the green skin too. Tomori. This one would be a little bit tougher for me. May go Alaba just because he can play so many different positions. He could be like another Tchouaméni maybe. I might look at Alaba there. Let's see here. So then we got Valley. Alright, so then we have... Alright. This will release then. Page 9. And let's see it. I knew it. Another page. Dude, this is way better, guys. The hunt for players is huge. This will really help the grinders who don't want to put money in. This will really help the grinders. This Lamine Yamal is probably who I'm going for. I have his green. But maybe Isaac. Oh, that would be a good one. This is going to be another. I had Dembele. I sold him. I have Mbappe and Son now on the wings. But this Dembele is a sub. Super sub. Leao is a good one. Look at Lamine Yamal's boost, by the way. Incredible boost. So now Lamine Yamal could very well be... do you take Lamine over Mbappe? You know what I mean? Or not over Mbappe. Over Son. So this is awesome. So that 10 out of 10 on the customization, and they added more player picks. I love that. We'll open these as a group in a bit, but I'll show you what the problem is. Let's go into my club and let's see where I took a hit. Okay, biggest area I took a hit is this man right here. Now, with his green skin, okay, which this is crazy. Tell me why in the hell I gotta go to a website, not even in part of your game. A fan-made website, literally, to look at the boosts that I get from the green skin. 88.98. It's so stupid. But you see here, the players who were boosted getting added skill points. So Dumfries finally got some love. Look how crappy. I think I just released his player review today. Well, it's timed, so you will see it here shortly. You also will see a letter that I wrote to myself and to you guys from previous, okay, regarding this patch. Now you'll see what it is, but when that video comes out, I suggest you listen to it carefully and then make your decision on this, because a lot of it's going to come down to the gameplay. So that will drop shortly. And it's one of those things, you ever do that to yourself, put a voice memo, and like, hey, this is what happened at this time. Do not let this happen to you again. Here's exactly how you felt. You're probably in a good mood now, this and that, but this is how you felt. This is the bad things that come with this. And it's like a note to your future self, if you will. So anyway, you'll see 345 or 350 that drops. I scheduled it already from when I wrote it. So you'll see that soon. So anyway, so we go into Dumfries. And then the Dumfries player review is coming. Best right back in the game. Super shafted. But as you can see, I've had him since the start. So I have the maxed out version. And when he's maxed out, look at those stats, guys. You can't beat that. Now, they should have done what UFL or what eFootball did. In my opinion, they should have allowed you to grind these players up to a max of like 95 or something like that. You know how in UFL you can go up to like 104, 107. They should have did that rather than this extra skills point. You get what I'm saying? We definitely want this. Raises positioning composure during defense for sure. So now he has that in a high effect. So that's huge. Wait a second. He got 2 skill points upgrades, guys. He got 2 boosts. Maybe more. Let's see. So I just upgraded this. Okay. Now position-wise. Oh my god, he could play CDM. I almost wonder if it's worth it. 88 passing. Camavinga only has... Okay, so he's an 86. So I need a max out player. So look at this. 88... His shooting's pretty bad, but... So are theirs. Guys, what if I put with that 96 speed? What if I put Dumfries as a CDM? Nice. So the 1K pass unlocks 3 pages. Good. Guys, what if I put Dumfries as a CDM? Only 3 weak foot, but who cares? Oh, that could be a choice. Improves fitness. His stamina is 87. 93. I don't really have problems with their stamina. But man, it could be good to put him as a... The injury stuff in this one is dumb in this game. But I saw they are revamping it or working on it. Improves defending against an opponent who has scored. Well, I don't want to give 2 or more goals. Raises. If a cam or wingers run, raises attacking efficiency. Okay. Raises efficiency of tackles if a center back is nearby. We're going to go for this vulture one. I think that's pretty interesting. I've never really done it. Really, Valley? That's weird. I wonder why. So I got 2 skill points for him. Let's see if it's 2 skill points for everybody who is boosted. Let's see. So right now I can play striker, left wing, right wing. I could add Cam to my Mbappe. That could come in handy. Raises positioning and composure during attacks is definitely a huge one. Or curling shots. We're going to go with... First, we got to do snapshot, because it's just too much of an important one for attackers. Only 1 skill point for Mbappe. I got 2 for Dumfries. Mendy got 1 too. Now, I don't know the rhyme or reason. If anybody in the comments knows, let me know why I got these. I got 2 points for Dumfries. Maybe it was because of how high he was raised. Oh, whoops. So you see here he's got high on fitness, positioning, tackling. He needs interceptions. Oh, you can't do interceptions for... Okay, so what I want for this, for my wing back, raise attacking and efficiency. I don't care about that. We'll go for the vulture as well for Mendy. And remember, I still have Udogie as well. So no major. So I can't believe. So Endrick still an 85. Chiesa. Szoboszlai took a big hit. I mean, he was an 84, 85. I had him too. So Son 88, Tchouaméni 88. Camavinga 86. Ronaldo and Haaland are the big hits that I took. However, with the green skin, you see that 93 pace, 92 shooting. I mean, he's still a beast of a player, especially with the green skin. That changes a lot. Let's go to the transfer market and take a look here. So you got Salah's now 261, 91. Bellingham's 90, 206. Kane. Rafinha. Look at Rafinha. He got a ton of hate before, but you look at those stats now. Man, because they had butchered his pace, if I remember correctly. This Rafinha instantly becomes better than Son, I believe. Let's take a look. You got to look at, I mean, the fact that he can also play Cam, both wings and striker, as opposed to Son, who's just a left wing and a striker. Finishing, so you see his finishing. Shooting 88, shooting 90. So you got to look at Rafinha for sure. Okay. So I play Ronaldo on the wing. You would get 104 CP from him. Yeah, I'm still keeping... But between Rafinha and Son, Rafinha's looking real good. I'm trying to forget about the green skins because not everyone has them. Wow, look at some of these players took hits. Konate got a boost. Guys, that's huge for me. He's my starting center back. He's looking mighty awesome right now. I'm not even going to lie. So that was a good investment there. See Isaac. This Lamine Yamal, dude. This boost is huge. His pace still isn't the greatest, but his dribbling. Only 3 or 4 Valley. Wow. Predator. Let's see. Raises positioning composure. Now, it's one of those that you can't see. It's just a trusting thing. Now, is it hard to trust strikers after the skin debacle at the beginning? Yes. You know what I mean? Look at that pace now for Van Dijk. Look at that boost. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So Virgil got a huge boost. I mean, this Van Dijk could potentially be the best center back in the game. Legit now. Not just by ratings and stuff, but he legit could be the best. So you got to really look at some of these things. Now let's go to Jonathan David. I think from what I hear, Jonathan David stayed the same, right? What is David? An 86 star? Where's Jonathan at? Jonathan David. Let's just go to his name. Now, all of this is null and void. 82, yep. So you can get him and boost him up, but we happen to know he's good. Yamal, Mbappe, and Szoboszlai. Alright, once we get these skins open, we'll head into a match. Compensation pack. So interesting. It's an actual unique pack, guys. So let's see what this says. Compensation for players removed, I'm assuming. Now, see, what they did wrong, though, was they went and got a big chunk of money from the St. Paddy's Day Green Player of the Month cards. Now, not every player could get them, obviously, but when you have players who did a vast majority of those, these skins essentially become useless. Even if you have 1 or 2 players without them, the only thing you're looking for now is personal skins. Right? For months. I mean, that's months that they're doing the St. Paddy's Day boost. If they could go back in time, I think they messed up by not shortening the time period. Because all these don't mean a thing. We'll still collect them for later on when the green skins go under, but alright, here it is. Let's see who we got. Anybody that might help. Van Dijk. A Van Dijk personal, guys. He could potentially be the best center back in the game now that he got that speed boost. 80 speed with that perfect defending. You just have to be the judge of it if it makes up for not being as fast as some of the other defenders. And Kolo Muani, my original striker. These are all the packs getting for being Premier Division. For you get essentially all the packs from skipping from bronze all the way up. That's how they did it. So you just get all the rewards everyone else will get, but you get them right now. Meaning, like, if somebody starts an account tomorrow, they can get all these rewards, but it will take them time. So that's not bad. Jesse, I will definitely be playing here once I open these packs. Zoboslai, his green skin's obviously better. Well, maybe we have to look. Valverde. 3 personals, guys. The Rudiger. 3 personals in this pack. Another personal, and it's Guimaraes, who's actually very good in that more box-to-box type of role in this game. Alright, there's those. 7 now of these. Nothing there. Nothing there. So keep in mind what these packs look like and the fact that before the greenskins, they were wanting players to go spend money on these. And not any chump change either. You're not talking like $5 for the biggest pack. You're talking significant money. And guess what? People actually did buy these, which is kind of crazy. And they weren't even working at first. And the big reveal will be the gameplay. So far, I give customization A+ as always. I give the added player picks. That is huge. That team pass is an A+. Way better than all their other ones, because that is what everyone will be grinding for. Some big players in those picks. That's huge. Some big talk around the decisions. There's some tough decisions as you go up. I love it. The problem is, until that third page, the other players you can boost up. That's the cool thing, is that we now know from a lot of players boosting players up who's good, like Dumfries. We all know, even if you go get him right from the store, that's a huge pickup, which is why they boosted him, right? Because he's like the best. And you know that a lot of these boosts too came from real life, they say, but it also came from who's using who. Nothing out of any of these skins. Can you believe that? Nothing out of any of these packs. Nothing. Alright, so hold on. Which packs are these? The grand packs. 14 more of these things. That's insane, isn't it? 14 more. Nothing. I wish you could just do an open all at once type of thing. You guys know what I mean? By the way, look at the CP. I just got that huge CP boost. We might just have to go purchase Van Dijk, although I like Kanate with his boost too. So I don't know, man, but that Van Dijk is looking real good. He was very good. He was just lacking a bit in speed. He's still not one of the fastest, but having that 98, I think it's 98 defending, or is it 94? Just ridiculous defending. Then the big thing is Holland's nerf, did that, take him down to where he's no longer our best striker? And I don't think it did. Although, there's one player I want to go look at, that Balotelli. I got to go look at that Balotelli. Yeah, I know. See, that's my thing, man. The notes. Guys, so let me go over this real quick. And that's what that note that I release is. So all this stuff is cool. You know the customization is good. So it starts making you think about, okay, let's grind, let's grind. You got to remember going into the gameplay. Okay? The defenders still aren't able to move like they need to effectively defend. All right. The passes, they say they fix the direction. We'll see. Nothing on the through ball, so you still only can play through balls at that one angle. If you try to play them straight on, even with an open passing lane, the ball locks onto a player and it doesn't work. Okay, so you got to play through balls only at a certain angle, which is crazy, right? The post hitting randomly, not based on like if you overpowered or underpowered or whatever, the random post hitting. The inside of the box, you have to have that angle. If you do not angle towards one post or the other, even if it's a 99% chance that you would score that in a real life game, the goalie's going to make that one animation, he's going to save the shot. Okay? So you got to remember all these things. So let's go in. Last player I want to look at is this player right here. There's two actually. First, let's look at Danilo. Okay? What the hell? I thought they added... Hold on here. Balotelli, there he is. That wasn't the Danilo I was thinking about. This is the Balotelli. He is going to be able to be a beast. I just know it. He starts out low, but picture him at 91, guys. He could be a player. I might replace a Mega with him. I know he's going to be a beast. I just know he's going to be a beast. I'll have to look and see what he looks like at 91. Headers, dribbling. 84 strength. We'll see if they butchered him or not. But I got to remember it's a different game. You never know if he's going to be good. Okay. So we go into ranked. Let's first go into my club. This is how I'm playing. You see my bench. I got this. 2 skills received. That's hilarious. Oh no, just one. Okay. Those players got a pretty big boost right there. Those players right there. All right. So we switched to the 4-3-3 to be able to play. Yeah, I heard they removed Pogba. I heard some players weren't happy about that. I'll never pick Greenwood ever, so don't ask me if you want to legit look at skill. I'll never pick Mason Greenwood for anything. He's a rapist. I don't care if he served his time, dude. Piece of shit. So I'm going Orsolini, but that's not, if you want somebody else to judge it on 2 skills, I'm not the guy to ask. But I'll never pick Greenwood for shit. Orsolini all the way. Almiron is removed too. He was never a big pick of mine. He should have been great. His stature and everything like that, the way he's built, but I just never liked how he felt in game. In this or FC. Alright, we got Lamal right off the bat. Yamal, I always do that. We got Lamal right off the bat, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, I'm going to be dead honest with this. I would say for Van Dijk. That's up to you, though. Look, they reset our records, which is kind of crazy because you should have a historic record underneath.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever in the world you
So basically it's the same team though, because everyone's been demoted or promoted, so you're basically playing your Premier League team still, you know what I mean?
Steady start to the match. The attacking midfielder takes it up. Has to go! Safe hands, never in doubt.
Good.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance to pass it on. Antonio Rudiger. He has players available.
Can't defend it all, but he didn't go at the angle, so it doesn't matter. The defending's stupid, so we're just going to have to be ready. This player understands that defense moves in a certain way, so we'll look at that too, obviously. What the? Okay, so they say they fixed the direction. Guys, go back and look. You can see exactly who I was going for in that pass, and it changes everything. So that right there makes me not want to play the game. Guys, I'm going for my center midfielder. I'm going for my center midfielder. Wide open. I'm going for my center midfielder. The arrows are nowhere near pointing, and it goes. Instead, it locked onto my winger, where there's a defender standing there. He scores a goal from it. This game is stupid. Zigzag runs, you can't defend. I'm going for my... Look at my two center mids are wide open there. And then from my center mids, I play out wide. I'm in on an attack. Instead of going in on an attack, it's still broken. They said they fixed something about passing in the box. I said it in my video over the notes. The problem wasn't passes in the box. The problem was the passing everywhere. I have two center mids. You guys go rewind it. Two center mids wide open. This is why I play eFootball, not this trash game. Now, in the future, maybe. But once I log out today based on this, I'm not playing this. That alone, that's still broken, will drive me crazy. I'm not going to play this game. I'm not going to play a game where literally you're passing. Like if I wanted to pass to my wing there and it didn't pass to him, that's silly. That's silly. My players running into each other. This game's at least 3 or 4 years still from being fixed. All you have to do to score goals is do a fake shot, second touch shot. Fake time first shot received, sorry. Your player floats, or you just zigzag. But the problem with zigzagging is like he did, it doesn't do the animation for the snapshot. So if you do this, fake time first shot received, shoot, it's a snapshot every time, it's a goal. If you dribble the other team, even though it's easy because the defending sucks, the goalie's going to save it a lot of times because there's that animation. You cannot pass where you want to. The game, I strongly suggest, if you guys think that a Japanese company, Konami, is paying me, then I guess you can think that. But the truth is, eFootball is just 100 times better. Never any lag like there is in FC. Not broken like UFL. Yeah, there's some freaking ratty pieces of crap, but come on. UFL is the king of rats right now. UFL is the king rat game. Let's be honest. So, I'm going with the game where you can play proper, not only proper, but beautiful football. This is trash. I went to my center mid like that and then wanted to go to my wing like that. And it locks on. Why did it lock onto my winger? And then my players went and ran into each other, but from that I ended up getting a snapshot. All you have to do is this. Guys, I passed to my fucking striker there. How many times is this going to happen? Goal. That's all you have to do every time. Is snapshot. The game is trash. It's eFootball all the way. And I can sit here and kick this guy's ass with 100 snapshots. Look, this is all you got to do every time if you want to win. Free game right now. Snapshots, they trigger an animation. So see how his defender put his foot in way out of the way? Snapshots trigger an animation. It's a glitch. That first time fake shot received sets you up for a shot, and then the snapshot triggers an animation. Okay? It's just the truth. And then you can score. Even if he dribbles my whole team, it doesn't matter. He's going to have a less likely chance of scoring. Because... Now that was good movement right there. It actually played to who I wanted to. Boom, through ball's in. Terrible through ball, but the angle was there. But Haaland still is OP as ever, by the way, with the green skin. Now, once the green skins go away, maybe not.
Kevin De Bruyne, Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe.
Good. Good. You're through. There's that angle.
It's a sliding tackle he'll want to remember. Ball's in the box. Can they
Fake shot, receive, boom, goal. That's all you gotta do every time. First time fake shot, receive, goal. Crosses are better. Alright, I'll take a look at crosses and see. But yeah, this is all you guys gotta do. First time fake shot, receive, goal. Every second touch shot is a goal. Every one. Every second touch shot, goal. But if I was in plain as day breakaway, like a 99% chance probability to score in real life, if I didn't do a second time, since I was dribbling and stuff, it doesn't trigger that snapshot animation. Doesn't matter if your player has a skill or not. It doesn't trigger it. What in the fuck was that trash? What in the fuck was that trash? That's what this game is, though, guys. Look at this. Watch this. He wouldn't even watch it, because you know why. I literally defended perfectly, and then that's what you get. It's just stupid stuff. Now, you guys tell me, maybe let's call that, let's try not to be, let's call that a fair bounce. Let's call that like a realistic, bounce that would happen in the game. Let's just call it that.
He's left without the ball. Choice of passes. The referee has 3 minutes to the clock.
What is this bounce crap that's going on? And he's getting ready to shoot it every time. Is this a bot? Every time the ball's bouncing, he's taking these shots. I've never seen that. Have you guys seen that?
Van de Ven.
He's not building up at all. He's dribbling into me, and then he takes that weird bounce, and then he shoots it every time. You guys get what I'm saying? There's no way. I mean, the games could be good eventually. But look, this is all I got to do. Is just dribble left, right. That's all I got to do. Is do those little cuts.
Time for short break. First half is done.
Especially that's where the appreciation coming from, another game. It's just, there's no way. I mean, it's just crazy to me. How can you have a game? They got to fix that. That Mbappe time. Now, when he dribbled my whole team, does it suck because you can't properly defend? Yes. But if you're going to have it where the player can dribble your whole team like that, then he's got to be able to score then, that goal. He would score for sure. He was point blank with my keeper. But because it wasn't a snapshot, it didn't matter. Oh, I thought that angle was there.
Lovely pass. Driving the ball forward.
Oh, 1R2 sprint to get going around him. Here's the crosses. Oh, he fouled me. What's up, Budscribers?
And look there. Apart from
Yeah, there's just too much still broken to make it really good. Maybe a sparing time, playing sparingly, maybe. But you can't properly defend either. So that's the other thing you got to remember. It's like, dude, so I can't properly defend.
takes the free kick.
I wanted that to go all the way back to Haaland, so that's okay. No idea how he ended up with that there. That was crazy, but Van de Ven's a beast, luckily.
Now. Jude Bellingham.
So he had to guess there, and he guessed right. But if he guesses wrong there,
Oh, hello. Looks promising.
he's in trouble.
Kylian Mbappe. Knocks it back.
What the fuck, guys? Go back and look at that and tell me how can you take this game seriously there? Go back and look at what just happened. That stupid glitch where the players all of a sudden, the ball just disappeared. How is that possible? How is that still in the game? If you look at my previous videos, I was showing that as in the highlights too.
Building pace.
The ball would just roll past and then no players could react to it.
Turns it.
Goal. No.
Carry the ball.
He finally found an angle where the snapshot didn't go in all the way.
Is this a lightning counter?
Here we go with this again. Ratty bullshit because he can't build up. So he's going to dribble my whole team or try.
Him down or
But he's too bad to do it. Here's what we do against these fucking players.
Mickey Van de Ven.
I'm sick of letting non-skilled players stay in the game with me. So we're doing this. So he can't pass and break me down. So what he's trying to do, he's running everywhere at me. So now I'm going to make him run. Simple as that. This is what UFL is right here. Because if I don't do this, the fucking asshole is going to... He stopped passing. He realized you can't defend. And he's just going to dribble around with his one Ronaldo at L1R2. And I'm sick of letting these assholes win. Oh, I did it anyway because I'm fucking retarded. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. That's what the game's come to. See, he can't pass for shit. So he's going to try to get the ball to his one player and dribble the whole fucking field. And when he does it, see, I can defend him each time, which is crazy if you think about how hard the defending is here. So then he started doing this one. So yeah, I can't play. It's just too much nonsense. And if you look at the comments, they're spot on. If you play, this is what is breeded from this. Now listen, the tactics in UFL, or sorry, eFootball, they breed this shit too, these pressure tactics. I had only one player do it to me though, and it was almost like a crazy thing to have one player do that, what I was just doing, pass around the back and shit, or try to do dribbling with one player only because nothing's broken like that. But that's the thing, is like the tactics and shit, they could get them out of there, but they breed rap players, right? But the rap players are still few and far between in these other games. UFL's got to the point where there's so many exploits and shit you can do. Every rat plays this game. Every single one. And it's even breeding this because I don't want to freaking have this be a waste of time, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying this player knew that was fucked up to do, but trying to just dribble my whole team with one player using L1R2Bs you can't pass and build up is fucking insane. The fact that you can even do that, you get what I'm saying? They took my Rashford skill point. That's stupid. See, so they screwed up. My guy, Valley, had his position thing. Let's try to get Holland. My guy, Valley, had his position thing reset. And then they took away... What was that goal? It was crazy. Alright, I'll give you my honest review after this. They took away my guy's thing, and then they took away your skill point. I don't know, man. The development team just has issues. I don't know what else to say. Save recent gameplay, last 30 minutes. Customization A+. I'll tell you the biggest thing with this. Okay. So we get a 4-2 win. Defending extremely freaking hard as usual because you can't fluently move. It's a bunch of... So when your opponent's cutting left, cutting right, cutting left, cutting right, okay? You can only do so much. You can't properly jockey like in real life. Alright, well, we got every reward in the first game. So that was nice. Hold on. We only got 3 rewards left for the whole week. Oh, wait, it just said I got... Oh, the other 2 came from here. Okay, never mind. They should do a claim all on this. They should do a claim all. Alright, there's all of our rewards. Alright, we'll go and look at some of the customization. Bellingham got cheaper, yeah. There you go. I know you've been wanting Bellingham for sure, so that's huge for you, buddy. So we have 370 points. Star points. Wait a second. Available. Oh, these are with the team pass. Deluxe pass or whatever the fuck it is. These are for just the regular. So definitely going with this Adidas ball. For now, let's go collectors. And those have been pretty shit. So I'm good with premiums. CP booster, I'm down low, so I'll definitely do that. Gotta collect the Tango ball though, nonetheless. And then I'll save the rest. Oh, these are opened. Only 30 star points for this kit, guys. Of course we got to get that kit. Come on. Basic pack, nah. We don't have any of those right now, so we'll add that. DS Predator goals. Don't really like that colorway. That kit's a premium one. But that other kit they gave me is sick anyway. So bonus reputation points, of course we're going to get those. And then I can go get, how much LP? 90 star points for 100 LP. So that's not bad. So the customization in the Team Pass, I'll give an A for sure. A plus for the customization part. The Team Pass part, you know, I give an A to the Team Pass part because I still think that it's just the LP, RP, CP, LP, RP, and then it's some the customization's an A plus. The other crap is like a C though, so that's what brings it down. Because all you're going for is the nonsense skill packs and then CP, RP, XP, CP, RP, XP. You see what I'm saying? Team Pass. CP, RP, XP. The player picks are what make this, save this, since it's just this crap. These 3 pages of player picks. That's huge. That's huge. So then you go to customization, dude. This is huge because now guess what? I'll rock this kit all day. They have this kit's awesome, but guess what? This kit's ridiculous. Dude, I love that kit. So then you go to away and now you're pulling out your old kits because now I got to go all Adidas because that's just how I am. I'm OCD. I'm rocking Adidas, so I got to rock all out Adidas. So we got purple, yellow, and the all black is my third set. And we're trying to get serious on them. Those kits are ridiculous, guys. That's an A plus. Boom. Look at those kits. I mean, that's ridiculous. The customization is ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. Then the Team Pass part, if you look at this, just this, even if you get the premium, just this. This part, customization, A+. This part is like a C or C+, honest to God. Because it's just the same thing over and over. But what saves it is these player picks on 3 pages now. So that will bump it from a C+. That's like extra credit to like a B+ for sure. So then when you take this B+ and the customization, you know, this stuff is amazing. Amazing. That stuff, I got to make my ball. Of course, I got to make the ball. The new Tango, dude. You got to with the unique Tango only in UFL. That's where you get up to an A. Look at that, dude. That kit with the tank with the ball to match, bro. Come on. Adidas is crushing it. This was a huge partnership. Yeah, dude. Check it out. So the Team Pass, that's where they bumped it. This crap, nonsense. But this, you get 3, so you get this section. I'm probably going for Gravenberch. This section, I got to really look. I already have Mendy, but I could take this Mendy and then, oh no, my Mendy. Damn, my Mendy's going to be boosted by that. I'm probably going Alaba just to have a backup to like Chouameni that can play, CDM and CB and wingback. That's huge. That's like a four-way substitute. Then here's where you really get juicy. I could see myself, I want Lamine Yamal would be huge. But I have, Mbappe, could he take over, because remember, once you get him, you still have to boost them up, too. So they're going to have to be subs for a little bit, unless you have a lower-rated team to start, which you might. But this is huge right here. Some good players in this, dude. Say you even need a keeper, Martinez, boom. But I still strongly suggest, if you have green card, this is the best keeper in the game, Donnarumma, with the green card because of this. So just remember that. Konate got boosted, so with his speed boost plus this, plus this skin, which I'll show you right now, gives him +3 on tackling, +3 on heading, And the interceptor skill goes up 1 level, so his interceptor is at high now instead of medium. Huge. Great skin, this whatever skin that's called. Huge. Alright, so now I'm going to give you my gameplay. That's one game. I'll go into the second game. But the first, let's pretend it's like school. You do a bunch of different assignments, get grades, and then those assignments give you a combined grade. That first game, I win 4-2. Okay? I give it a C on the gameplay. Here's why. And it would have been lower, but here's why. A couple nice passing sequences show that you can do it. The stupid passing going the wrong way. You pass to a winger, total opposite direction, it goes to the center mid. You pass to a center mid, for some reason it goes to a winger. He got his first goal from it. It was ridiculous. I went down 1-0 in this game because I tried to pass to my center mid, right? And it goes to my winger where he has a player right there. It was the dumbest thing ever. They have some issue with their player lock. Now, if you look at the notes carefully, it says they fixed something about the passing in the box. Guys, the issue is all over the pitch. All over the pitch. Therefore, that really puts a huge damper in the game, because what's the best part of football? The build-up. Unless you're some rat that likes to do the next thing that's a problem. Being able to take one player, fast player, L1, R2 sprint, zigzag it with that player. L1, R2, zigzag around one player, cut, past that next player, cut, zigzag around him, then you dribble in, and then the next problem. The only thing that saves you from that is, if you don't snapshot, if you're dribbling, just regular shot, unless you have the perfect angle, which you have to be facing directly at a far post. So if you're dribbling in, even if it's a typical angle you would finish the ball off at, you have no. The only little tiny, you give yourself a bit of an increased chance when you finesse shot it. But say you're on a dead breakaway down the middle and you point to the corner, doesn't matter. That goalie is going to make that point blank, that same animation save every time. So that lowered the grade. So then you get into the what do you call that? What were those stupid? Where the ball goes, whatever you want to call, where it glitches and it locks your players out. So the ball's rolling, and for some reason your player didn't register a settle or a fake time first shot received, and the ball just keeps rolling. But because the game, I guess, registered it as like that player should have received the ball will roll almost like a through ball. And even though your defender's right there, he'll just stand there, and then the other player's allowed to run and go get it and keep playing. Whatever glitch that is, that's a joke. So the fact that I gave it a C is very generous, okay? So I'm always going to be transparent. When I can go have a blast playing eFootball, and now they just released Cruyff, Eto'o, and now you have to put money in if you're going to do that. So not every player gets them, don't get me wrong. But Cruyff, Eto'o, and Cantona, you can get Cantona as a huge, Cantona, I said it like a rookie, Cantona as a Man United fan, are you kidding me? Plus Team of the Week, this and that, but I'm over here. Now, I'm over here because of you guys, and this is why I do it. So I'm still, but if I was truly telling you the truth based on that last gameplay, I would put this game on the shelf and let it age, meaning development team, get to work with the gameplay. Nice, that's pretty good, Bud Scribers. That's pretty good. Look at that kit, though. We got it. The customization's great. Yeah, it's the Unfinished Football League. Wait, what? Wait, UFL is 100 times better than eFootball, even though it's flawed, but no way. Couple things, Ali. That's not a real argument. You got to actually say what in the game is better. Because I play both, and there's no way. Now, the ratty tactics over there and stuff piss me off, the pressure tactics, but look at all the fucking rats in UFL. And you can't play proper football. The passes don't go where you want them to go. No way you could say it's 100 times better. Now, that's just crazy talk. UFL has glimmers of hope. But, bro, you can dribble with one player and literally be successful. All you have to do is fake time first shot receive, and you're going to score. Goal. If I don't block all these, by the way, if I don't block all those are all goals.
His normal territory on the right.
Goal.
Ronaldo!
And he missed, thank God.
Oh, he didn't have time to place it properly.
All those are goals if I didn't stand there with my defenders like that. And it wasn't like I was defending really. I just stood and tried to get where his shot was. You get what I'm saying? But I couldn't properly like block. Notice there's no bonuses for block shot. Like in FC, right? It's an actual skill, and it should be because it is a skill. Blocking a shot for defenders is one of the biggest skills. There's defenders that's great at it. You know what I mean? There's defenders that's great at it. All right, we got to lock in.
Cristiano Ronaldo. The pass button on someone's game plan must be jammed.
These kits are so sick, dude. I know I keep saying it, but God, their partnership with Adidas is so smart, dude. I mean, this is unique. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't register. It didn't register my fake shot. It only registered the shot part. The unique situation they have with the skins, or sorry, with the skins, with Adidas is so big, it's not even funny. See, I can't, if I could properly defend him there, it would be huge. You get what I'm saying? Goal. This fucking game, dude. God, this game, man, I'll tell you what. So insane. It's so insane. I mean, you could just do that every time if you wanted, but whatever. That is what it is. Rebound goal. Because the only reason I'm mad there isn't because of the shot or the rebound, more than the fact that I can't freaking defend properly. I can't defend. I cannot defend. Literally, you have no chance. You just gotta get lucky and... Look at this, guys. You can't tell me this is a finished game or a good game. The ball, it's just very, like, and you saw me winning the last game 4-2. I'll probably come back and win this one. We'll see. But it's just a broken game, point blank. The only reason I hope I win it is to prove that it's not about losing or winning. It's just the game itself is not a finished product.
Chance to move the ball up the pitch. Impossible to get the ball off though in this mood. Walker.
You can't properly move the defenders, so then you gotta just get lucky, basically. You gotta hope you're in a good place. You say down there that ain't
Offside. The referee was happy with that.
exactly. You gotta hope it hits you. That's what I was just saying. It's dog crap. What's up, by the way, Cash? See, look at that. What the fuck was that? That's the glitch I was talking about. Why does the ball just randomly roll through? There's no way I'm playing this. 1984. Somebody in the basement is good at coding and created a little game it's good job. You created a half-finished game when I can go play eFootball, bro. Ali, no offense, man, but you're crazy. You got to be working for UFL. If you say maybe in 20 years this could be as good as eFootball. Let's even just say 10. But the game is broken. Good, Van de Ven. Van de Ven just decided not to jump. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why Van de Ven decided not to jump. I couldn't tell you.
Canate. Denzel Dumfries.
But this is the part I like. Like, even though it's a linear game, you can create good passing patterns, but then they have a broken through ball still. Notice I didn't have the angle enough, so even though that would have been a beautiful football play, the first one of the game, I can't do it. I can't do it. Look, they're missing the ball, guys. They're running past the ball. That's worse. This is worse. That is worse now. Sorry. Gosh. I can't get my words straight. That's worse than it was last season. That's insanity. The players are running
Added to regulation time.
past the ball.
Nice switch over onto the right. Players calling.
See it locked on, not a through ball. Might have helped me there, though, I'm being honest.
First half is over. It's 1-0 to the hosts. Well, still a tight game though. They can't afford to relax in the second half.
Yeah. No, there's definitely eFootball. I do not like where the meta's at. And the funny thing is you can tell because as people are trying to help me, they're only trying to help, but they'll tell me like, oh, take this bad player and make it all jumping and all heading because he's 7 foot, or take this player and make your team stack all your players in the box and just clear it up to Kohler. Like, it's like, dude, no, times 1,000. I want to play football, and I'm going to do it because at the very, very, very top, the game gets attractive again. But there's big chunks in the middle, including some of the lower level pros when I watch, like, shit, that number 3 versus number 10 where the football over there gets ugly. But the ability to play beautiful football, I don't have the ability to play. I can't even do a proper through ball in this game. The through ball only works at a certain angle. You can't play. I mean, look at this. I have this player's up 1-0 in this game, and there's no way. I mean, the skill level isn't there. It's just he knows the one thing I have to do. I'm trying to build it up. I'm trying to pass accordingly, and I can't. So he's just going to sit back, and I have to figure out a way because I can't score any other way. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I can't. There's no other possibility to score in this game other than the snapshot shit and stuff like that. So off of this kind of stuff, you can lose. So why? Nobody's going to play that over and over and over again. You know what I mean? This game is so dumb. This game is so dumb, guys. Look at this. I mean, I can't properly defend. That's the bottom line. You can't move with them. It's crazy. It's just crazy. But there's no way. I mean, you guys play your own risk. But if you're wanting to play good football, if you don't want that kind of shit to happen. I mean, look at that goal, guys. Look at that freaking goal. I'm just telling you guys the truth. I'm sorry if you're a big UFL believer, but look at this. Oh, we're going to watch this. The customization is great. If you can stare at the kits and play bad football, good. But look. All that happened there. Look at that, dude. That goalie saves that 100 times out of 100. Look at this. It just triggered the animation and didn't let his goalie save the ball. That's all it did. I'm pretty sure he moved his goalie too. But I could be wrong. It's the main thing that's bad about it is just a little like glitchy stuff. The glitchy letting the ball roll through. The ability to just dribble the entire team with one player. The ability to just take the ball and dribble the team with one player. That's the silliness of it.
Listen to how the home fans are cheering their team on. And the players are responding with an excellent performance. Everything's gone well for them so far.
What the fuck happened there? Let's see if I can see where this is. Wait, I put Cam on Son, guys. They took my fucking Cam away from my Son. They took Cam away from Son. I had Cam on him. I earned my point, and they took the Cam away from him. So now he's playing out of position again. Unfucking believable, dude. Unbelievable. So that's what you guys were talking about, where they took your skill points away, took the position. Look at this, guys. They took away. Why? Why did they do that? Look, all he has to do is this. It's just the dumbest thing in the world. I can't switch to my right defender, by the way. I'm trying to switch to block that. I've been trying to switch it for an hour. And then he hits a dinker shot. All you have to do is mark that off. I can't believe they took that away. So why did they do that? Yeah, Why did they do it? Why did they take it away? It's got to be a glitch. There's no way they would do that on purpose. There's no way they would do that on purpose. Why would they take it away? So that whole time, Son was playing with no boost at all. Get Haaland out of there. Alright, and I guess that's what we're going to be stuck with. They even registered those. Did they even register those changes? They didn't. Yeah, they did. Okay. Look at this stupidity. Why is it? Their development team is just like a bunch of kids trying, dude. It's like, good job, you're almost there. In 10 years, they'll be working on a different football game and going, man, where I really learned from my mistakes was in FC, you know? See, once again, he didn't trigger. That should have been a goal. This player plays UFL to the T, but he's not getting any love. It's just silly. You can't defend it. You can't defend. All you have to do is go in those certain places. You can't move your defender properly. It won't let you player switch to the right player. It won't let, look, watch. I can't do anything with my defenders. They're on balance. Did you see my defender run right across the face of him? Watch here. The defender runs right across the face of him. You can't move because you can't jockey. My Tchouaméni steals that ball where it blocks it. Look at my Tchouaméni. Do you see my Tchouaméni? He knows it. It's not skill, guys. It's not skill. You've seen Tchouaméni there. In any other football game, he steals that ball away. In UFL, the lower skill player is rewarded because it doesn't matter, because my defense isn't rewarded. There's no skill gap. Do you see what I'm saying? That's where football games or any game, that's where the skill gap is created. All he has to do is mark, and he can't even do it. All I have to do every time is the first time fake shot receive. All he is doing is waiting for my defender to run by him. Do you see the difference? Look, that should be removed from the game, by the way. But did you notice there's no defender there to block it? I beat him. Look, I beat his number 11, whoever the fuck that is. That's skill. I beat him. Even though that first time fake shot needs to be removed, he didn't anticipate that. He gets burned. On his, my Tchouaméni read where he's going and perfectly times it to where I would have tackled it away. But because you can't jockey correctly in this game, my Tchouaméni runs right by him. Go back and look at his goal. Tell me that looks... You can see how unrealistic the goal is. Now he's just going to dribble me again. And look, see what I'm saying? It's a broken game. It's a broken game. And there's players, he doesn't care. This guy doesn't care. He probably likes that he doesn't get the crap beat out of him. And he got glitched. He got the ball back, though, of course.
He seems to have switched more centrally from the left. Vinicius Junior.
Look at this. This is what you face. Look, my Tchouaméni again. Once again, his skill. Look at my guys aren't even jumping for it. Look at this game, guys. Look at this. Tell me you're going to play this. What did I just watch right there? Look at this. What is this? Did you see my Dumfries not even go up for the ball? Guys, give me a break on this game. Give me a break on this game. There's no skill in it. There's just no skill in this game. All it is snapshots and defense. So, my Dumfries, so let's go back and look at this so I can show you. Hold on. Highlights. Perfect. Okay. This is what I want to show you. So, his goal in this one. Watch my Tchouaméni. Watch my Tchouaméni. Boom. That's an interception, guys. That's an interception. Look. Watch it 100 times if you want to. My Tchouaméni just can't. It didn't register the tackle. He ran right. He didn't have the shot at all. That was zero skill. All he did, he shouldn't even have shot this. Look at my defense. Boom. He turned right into my Tchouaméni, but my Tchouaméni couldn't defend it because their defense is broken. Watch 100 times from any angle. Let's do a replay on it. So then I'm going to show you the difference. So watch my Tchouaméni. Watch. Boom. That's an interception. Tell me I'm wrong. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it over and over. Look, I read the play. He turns into me. Look, look, look. But there's nothing I can do here because he triggers his shot, and then it's like, oh, all of a sudden you're a dummy. The defender turns into like he's doesn't know what he's doing, and he runs right by. Look at that. Well before he shoots. Look at this. Look at this. Well before he shoots, I intercepted the ball. This is why you can't play this game, in my opinion. It's a joke. Because you're going to deal with this time and time and time again, and that ends up being the winning goal, by the way. Boom. So, now let's take a look at mine. Now, again, this should be removed from the game, the first time fake shot. They should change it and make it they need to make this like a turn, outside the foot turn or something, but then they got to make it where you can defend it. Now, what he does wrong here is, just like each time, he doesn't know how to defend, so he doesn't even try. Look. I beat him. Look at the opening towards goal. Do you get what I'm saying? How do I switch the angle? Look at the angle I'm shooting from. There's no one in front of me because he can't defend. That's the difference between me and him. But the skill gap isn't there because there is no way to properly defend. So I get rewarded with the goal because he didn't anticipate, boom, I have an opening. On the other end, though, he gets rewarded with the goal. And I do read it the right way. Look at this. Boom. Tchouaméni. Great tackling, great everything. That's what you're going to see over and over and over in this game. And the bottom line is this. These shots are the only thing. Look at this. That's all you can do in this game. All right? And then he hit the post on that one that should have went in. That was hilarious. Let's look at this. Was this that post one? No. So, finesse shots have just a different little, what do you call it, animation. They have that little more bender animation to them. But this is all you're looking for. First time fake shot receive. And then I took a second touch there, which is funny. But his goalie's right there. Let's look at it again. Let me see. I think he moved his goalie too. Let's see. Let's see if he moved his goalie. He did. Look it. And it didn't matter. And that goalie, look where he's standing. He saves that 100 times out of 100. Do you see the other shots? Is that Donnarumma, by the way, or no? No. Is it? No. Exactly. But either way, the bottom line is, glitch or not, I'm not going to sit here and play this game for that. Like, I'll play it sparingly, but it's about playing proper football. And 100,000% eFootball is 100,000 times better. Yeah, you have to get used to playing rats. Yeah, you have to learn the game and stuff like that because it's totally different. But at the end of the day, the build-up, it's proper build-up. The animations are proper. The defending's proper. Do I wish they would take out some of the AI assistance, especially defensively? Yeah. But at least in that game, if I pass somewhere, I pass somewhere. Now, I will say the AI assistance on their side, dude, I would die. Put it this way. This is how bad the passing is. Level 2, you have 4 levels of passing in eFootball, right? And I moved to level 3, even though like I could use level 2. Even some of the best players in the world use level 2, a little more assistance than level 3. But I use level 3 because sometimes the assistants will choose the wrong player, meaning 2 players making a run, they're kind of in the same direction. I'll want it to go to the further player left, it will go to the other player. I would die for level 2 passing, even though I hate it in eFootball and I go level 3. And so I can choose my target. I would die for level 2 passing. The passing I hate in eFootball over level 3. I would die for that in UFL. Because if their passing in UFL is so bad, it's literally so horrible that I would rather have that because it goes in the other direction so much. I'd rather have the AI choosing the right pass. You get what I'm saying? Dumfries, for sure. Dumfries is the best right back in the game. For sure, Dumfries. I may switch out Zoboslai and pick up that Gravenberch, but I don't know, guys. There's no way. That's my review of the game. I will put... I got those 2 games on film. I will break this down for the many that are sleeping. I'll actually go do it now and release that video. But there's just no way. There's just no way. Go check out the video I just released. It should be out. I timed it. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me see if it released. It should have released. Let me see. It did release. Okay. So this is my only thing. I'm going to share this right now. My letter to myself and the player base after the last patch. What does it say about what this patch brings? And I'm going to go listen to that word for word. Obviously, I wrote it so I know it, but I'm going to listen to that word for word, and that will decide a lot of if I play or not. So the whole point is that fourth patch. This is now the fifth patch. We keep doing the same thing over and over. What is that called? Insanity. So here's what's going to happen if I keep playing this game religiously. There's going to keep being me doing this. You guys are going to continue to be in the comments. Guys, you won't believe what just happened. I would have won 2-0, but blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? This glitch happened, that glitch. I played a player that kept the ball around the back. I played a player that only passed to Vinny Jr. and ran with him the whole time. He scored a goal with him after running around the whole time, cutting back and forth, and then just kept doing that the rest of the game. Like, you can do that, by the way. I mean, there's nothing that's going to stop a Vinny Jr. from holding the ball for a vast majority of the time after a team goes up 1-0. There's nothing that's going to stop any snapshot. You can't get rewarded for good defense because the defensive movement's not up to par. There's too many of the glitches with passing, so you could be a great passer and not get rewarded for it. All the skill gap things are removed, and there's too many glitches, which is why the rats love this game. So, I don't know. I'd rather go make a video and then so everyone who's not awake right now can see the 2 games I review. And then from there, I'm going to go play eFootball. That's just the truth. I got to be honest with you guys, man. I'm not going to lie. It's just what I have. Dude, when I'm learning over there, I'm having more fun because as I'm learning, like I just figured out free kicks over there because they're not automatic. It's a skill gap. You can literally, the whole left stick is like where you want to bend the ball. And depending how good your player is, you play it. I can sit there and practice free kicks for another hour, 2 hours, and have more fun than I had playing those 2 games, including that 4-2 win I had in my opening game. Then I lost 3-2, where I showed you guys where, I mean, it was nonsense. I mean, I showed you. You guys could watch that 100 times over. That Tchouaméni tackles that ball. So how times that by however many games I'd play if I grinded this game, you know? I know, Eto Cruyff. I don't really need any of them. Maybe an advanced striker to play with. You know, I have a target man and a poacher. Maybe Bebeto comes off the bench and I get Eto as an advanced striker. That would probably be the only thing. But we'll see. Right now I'm mainly looking for a right back, so I'm not going to spend for them, I don't think. I have 700 coins. We'll see. But I want to go break down those videos and play. That's my review. Stay tuned for more coverage. I'll play showdown, stuff like that. But that's my honest review. eFootball is just way too much fun, way too rewarding. Because when you actually build up and score and stuff, there's just no rewarding feeling, guys. I don't want to just snapshot for another... How many games is this season? Let's look. 60 days. So luckily it's shorter this time. But I don't want to just score snapshots for 60 days straight grinding a game. I can't do it. I can't sit there and defend properly and have an opponent scoring me over and over and over because I can't, you know, my defender runs right by because there's not proper movement, you know? I can't see an open through ball that I created through my build-up and can't do the through ball because it has to be a specific angle, or earn a breakaway that I can't shoot the ball because I didn't get a specific angle, or I don't have a snapshot triggered, so I can't do it. Like, you get what I'm saying? There's just too much nonsense for me to really play. Ollie, what are you talking about? Are you sure you're not talking about... I don't know what you're talking about. Tuesday, Bergami comes. He's a sick right back. Good! Tuesday, Bergami comes. That's good. Really? Are you doing... If you first time fake shot, receive it, then... Well, you see mine. Try to see the power I'm putting on mine and see if you can emulate. Yeah, I know. I don't know where you're coming from, bro. That's like the opposite. They're all about tactics. You can literally put your players in specific spots. It's not just left wing striker, right? It's literally, I can play a left wing or left mid. Or I can move him to shadow striker, but play an out wide shadow striker. I can play an attacking mid. I could play Camavinga way out here in between Ronaldo. And then I could play on the right side, I could have a right winger, and on the left side have a shadow striker. I could play one guy out wide to cross on my right side, and on the left side play two guys up front, overpower the left side with short passing, and then long switch it to a right winger to cross it every time. You can literally, that's like the game is literally huge tactics. You must have played the wrong eFootball. You must have got like one of your buddies must have tricked you or something. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But dude, it's all about tactics. Literally, that's the game. Like managers, how you play, it's all about tactics. Trust me, dude. Look, I get way more viewers in this game than any other game. I just can't lie to you guys. It would serve me way better to be sitting here playing game after game and tell you guys how much fun it is. But it's not fun at all, dude. I wrote that letter for a reason, and there's just no fucking way. There's just no fucking way. There's just no way. I told myself this already. They took away my goddamn... Now I gotta redo Son, because they took away for some reason. I had already gotten him this to make him a cam. It's so silly. That's why that's what I did in my 4-2 and waited till I got him at cam to move to this. So it's just stupid. I'll sub him in for now, but I don't know, dude. That's where I'm at. I'll make a video on it. I'll be playing still sparingly. I'll definitely play this more than FC because I can't stand the laggy nonsense. But yeah. I give the gameplay, the first game I gave it a C. The second game, there was some more glitchy shit that showed. I couldn't make the tackles I wanted to make. It was all snapshot and kind of glitchy stuff. I don't know. I'll give the second one a C as well. I'm just giving the game a C, and that's being nice. That's being nice, because So, I'm going to go do that. I will see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you joining. That's my review. Gameplay gets a C. Customization gets the A+. The rest of the Team Pass got a C for me, which if you put that together, with the player picks, that boosted it to like a B+. Put that together with this customization being an A+ for sure. So I give the Team Pass and the customization part, right, everything in here, I give this an A overall. Because they added these player picks, that's huge. That's worth it, that's huge, and some good players too. But the game itself, playing the game and grinding the game for all that crap, dude, hell no. Hell no. And the C's being nice, man, that's grading on a curve. That's grading on a curve, understanding that even the fact that players still play this game as their primary football game is what I'm using as like my curve. So if I was grading this truly against like FC or eFootball, it's an F for sure, without a doubt. I could give you 1,000 examples, but for the I'll grade on a curve and say it's a C. So that's my final grade, and I will... Hell no, dude. This isn't even really a C, dude. I mean, gosh dang. Guys, look at the goals you have to snapshot it. And then once you do, it's like a guarantee goal, which that's even... It's just crazy. Dude, I can't even... I'll make a video on it. I got to quit talking about this. I hate staying in this state of mind. I'll catch you on eFootball. I'll catch you for Showdown in UFL. I'll show you these tactics, which this formation works great. The bottom line is it gives you the best chance at creating those through angles that you were seeing, right? And it still gives you defensive cover. It's just you can't really properly defend in this game, so any formation you use is just, The only other thing I could say is if you guys are saying, well, everyone's just going to pass to the front of the box and try to do a snapshot, similar to how I have to score, everyone has to score. All right, well, then here you go. 5-3-2 on 3 depth. Look. This is supposedly the sweet spot. I meant to change that before. But that's where those defenders sit closest to like where the snapshot goes off. Width of attack at 3 as well. That's supposedly the sweet spot. I'm taking that from a good friend of mine on here that I meant through talking to that I trust. But still narrow, still deep, and that gives you your best chance at just loading players in front of the ball to block those snapshots that would be automatic goals. That you actually seen it at the start of that second game. So that's your best chance. Play deep, load players in there if that's what to stop goals. Now to play the most fun way to make this game the most fun, I like this because of these angles. This angle between Chiesa and Mbappe. This angle between Ronaldo and Chiesa. Then when Ronaldo's coming back or Mbappe's coming back, the angle to play to Haaland gives you the best chance of those angled through balls. Then when you're looking to pass up front and get the snapshot, these guys passing between each other or dropping back to Chiesa to then spray to one of these 3. So having that cam helps. But all that is erased by the fact that your opponent's just going to keep snapshotting or maybe dribble with one player over and over. So you got to play between 1 and 3 bars deep and just hope they run into you since you can't properly defend. But that's that, boys. I will see you later. And ladies, if there's any in there, stay tuned for a full game footage breakdown where I'll go into detail on all this stuff in the games, in the past 2 games. And please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Like I said, Showdown, stuff like that we'll play, but this game is not worth fully grinding. That's my final verdict.